Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you know what you're here for. Welcome back to the Expert Global Taiko Showdown 2025. We have one more Mappool showcase for you, and it's going to be Grand Finals. I'm over to Hedge 2015, joined by Yugs.
Yeah, hello. My voice is still a little bit rough off that previous match. Like, what was that?
Yeah, that hidden one was really something. All of it
Nasty.
was really something, but that in particular really caught me like, what is even going on anymore with these guys?
Yeah.
So, so we've got to like I mean, you saw what Grape Team I just did to the finals pool, right? Like, we have to make it harder.
Yeah.
Probably quite a bit harder. Like, we need them to miss. I mean, it's getting a bit ridiculous, and it's EGTS Grand Finals. We can't have them seeing everything. So, you can see Nomad 1 right here on your screen. It's Maldoror. It's 8.87 stars. It's ODE. Akumia got mid 90 on it. This one's hard.
I better hope it's hard. This is a 0.5 star rating jump. Is this a Minecraft background?
Yes. Now, if you look very closely at that apple, you might
Oh
also
my god!
notice something.
No!
He's out
No,
of the
you
tournament.
didn't!
He's out of the tournament, but that doesn't mean that we have to forget all about Athlos.
You didn't! That's sick.
Yeah, Maggie downloaded some shaders. Maggie, obviously one of the two mappers here with David, downloaded some shaders, hopped in Minecraft, and made this cool little background. You don't need permission if you made the background yourself. Anyway.
This is Smaldoror by Kaitse Dantai, if I pronounced that correctly. Sounds about right. OD8.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yep. I mean, as it has to be. I'm almost surprised it's not OD9 instead at this level. It's a burst map, you can probably already tell. At least so
Like,
far, who knows what else is coming.
What else can we realistically do to bump up difficulty at this stage of Grand Finals?
Refer to 2022. Which
What was that again?
I don't know, but all of it killed everyone. Like, the whole map pool.
Oh,
Like, we had Saren and Grape Tea being like, hey, this was a bit much, guys. That's when we knew, okay, it was a bit much.
God, I want to go into the archives. Look at that. But the website is currently not cooperating. Archives, EGTS 2022.
It was the Yuki Kaze song that, like, only Grape Tea could actually play.
Oh yeah,
He's always
also
been
not
very
the
good at first.
Kita Kyoku was a Xavier map, 8.78
Yeah.
stars, 270 BPM. I remember that. That one was rough.
Yeah. It's the one point that Grape Tea took off Saren.
Oh yeah, oh the memories. Looking at Force Mod 3 back then, Ultimate by Rukodes and 5 kilobyte. That was cool. But yeah, anyway, this map is hard.
I die
already
again.
said
I did die again.
I said in the previous cast already that what you're gonna hear from me most of the time is just being like, wow, this map is hard, and wow, this map is indeed hard.
Yeah, I can't say I can really offer much more than that at this level. Like, listen, man, I'm gonna say I'm good at the game. Like, I was doing most of the playtesting work all the way up to, like, round of 16, maybe quarters. I can barely tell what's going on in this.
Okay,
And
that makes
this
it
is
true.
also, this plays into my skill set, and I still just don't, like, I don't get how humans can do it. This is just on a complete other level for basically everyone in the world. We just find a few people for whom it's playable, and we're making them play it.
Just the thought that, you know, we're basically making a map pool for 3 people in this world.
Yeah.
That's basically what that is.
Yeah. Alright, he loses like 0.3% AC in the rest of the map. What happens? Okay, nothing that... Okay, I think he just choked some AC. That was like... Of course that was stupidly hard at the end, but compared to the rest of the map, it's like, kind of falls in line. Just drop some AC. You know, just drop some AC on the 400 BPM burst spam, essentially.
Yeah, actually crazy how consistent Ikumia was throughout most of this pick except for the
Yeah.
end. But
The one guy
that
just took his
was
head off Saren.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's Nomad 1. I wonder what we have next.
Alright, first custom song of the Grand Finals pool. This is Cytosis with Source Missing. Thank you very much for the song Cytosis. We will be going through a lot of people to thank in this map pool, and we're starting right off. Already said it, Cytosis, an absolute goat, has produced so many bangers already, and this is just another one on top. Transcendio, thank you very much for the artwork and the reveal video, and simply Followazi. I still don't know if it's correct pronunciation or not, but there you go for mapping this one. We are up to 350 BPM. Who in the chat predicted this correctly, that we will be ending up at 350 for Grand Finals?
Most of them probably predicted higher, but all we have for you is very, 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 very dense 350. Sorry to disappoint. I'm sure the players will find this map very easy. Yeah, I mean, you saw all the 1/6. It's pretty incredible. Also, yeah, replay by Bobby. So that's cool.
Oh.
His only replay of the tournament. Just came in, did some playtesting work, and was like, hey, can I take this? Yeah. FC's it.
Brilliant.
Yeah. 7 fire reacts in the playtesters chat. That's how you know you did a good job. Anyway, on to Nomad 3. We have got Minerva. Map by Risei. The replay is by Saren. So you know it's hard. I say that like you didn't already know it's hard just because of the pull. So skill set Extreme Tech / SV is what it reads on the sheet. So this is going to be interesting. Extreme Tech, and it's still 8.5 stars. Tech isn't the highest like weighted skill set here, so that's worrying.
Extreme Tech is my favorite skill set. I love it when the description for the skill set devolves into stuff like, I know for 2022 or 2023 when we had Naruto or something like that, this skill set was just like Alien. And I remember that map very vividly.
Oh, Sing Sing Red Indigo last round, the skill set was, the artist was Frums, the skill set next to it was Frums ... on slow hidden, you know?
From ... I can confirm I'm reading it right now.
By Frums, and the skill set tested is Frums. Oh boy.
Oh, Frums.
One of those. Anyway, yeah, this is a Risei 8.5 star tech map. Those familiar with his mapping know that that means this will be insane. And what are these burst lanes?
Oh,
And they're all
God.
back to back. This is crazy. It's just like, those aren't the hardest thing ever just to mechanically tap fast enough for, but they're so unusual in nature.
Like this, like the spaces are just like gotta be real on top of your game for these.
Yeah.
I have no idea how you're gonna read that.
God damn. You could Detarame an average tech map like that's as dense as this, and it might be about as hard. These patterns are crazy. Like just the snap mix patterns are brutal as hell. If you know, if the snap mixes themselves weren't already brutal by nature. Like you have to tap fast as hell for this and do it in such unorthodox patterns.
174 BPM, 1.6. What is that? That's a lot. And then also this being like 2 minutes 46 seconds, also being on the longer side. As I'm so cooked. I assume everything that's like 3 minutes long to already. What is that?
Okay, thank you for hitting a 100 on that. Oh my god, dude.
What?
You know, this probably took him like 5 tries as well. This Saren 58 guy is, there's a very, like, real and kind of easy case to make that he is still good enough to win EGTS, even with all the players currently signed up. And all the players are
Absolutely. But genuinely, that section was mean.
Oh my god! These doublets are ridiculous. This is like Flying Saucer, kind of. Oh.
Oh god, this saucer is making me sick. God.
I think I threw up about 2 rounds ago. Oh my goodness. So, that's no mod 3. And oh man, I wonder what's about to happen. Yeah, so wasn't that wild. We got 3 in a row. So yeah, we've just gone through 3 customs. Obviously the last one, kind of a custom, but you might have known the song already. We'll just start in the order that they were shown. We've got No Mod 4 Deadline Chasers by Foodbot and Kyotsugion. Thank you so much for the crazy gimmick collab song. We've got art by Neon and video by Neon and Gentu. Thank you both so much. You might not have known what was going on throughout the map. After playtesting, neither did I.
Completely understandable. I'm supposed to say something about No Mod 5, and like I'm in the same boat here. Like I have no idea what happened there. That was Lord's Attractor by How to Play LN. Like LN is so known for these wacky types of weird snapping drizzles, whatever you want to call it. Apparently this was all 220 BPM, I just don't know how. And our lovely admin Taiko Mom has also confirmed that there was a 7/27 time signature, so there is a cursed knowledge of the day. Thank you very much, How to Play LN, for the song, the funk for the artwork and the reviewed video, and Miyakishima for mapping this one. Yeah, that's about all I can say for No Mod 5.
Yeah, I will add to that the skill set on the sheet for No Mod 5 is Donkama V2.0. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, just watch it again and check the SV in a couple parts. It was insane. Obviously, as for No Mod 6, we have here Onus Regulus. This is on the COE EGTS set on, or it should be. Yeah, it's a 301 BPM stamina map, basically. It's very, very dense, lots of stream, lots of 1/6. Thank you again to Ludicin for the song. Might as well give more thanks, because it was still a custom, just for COE GTS. Thank you to RN for the kind of facelift to the reveal video. And thank you to Nwolf for remapping it 9 million times harder in every way. Anyway, on to Hidden One.
Now, what mapper awaits us in Hidden One? We have had so many cursed combinations. Who's it gonna be? It's Tasuke.
It's the most cursed of them all, my friend. Tasuke on the hardest Hidden One slot possible. Now, you might notice this is a Saren 50 at 99 flat. So after what Grape Tea just did to Sing Sing Red Indigo, we have to make this really, really hard. Like, clearly we have to make it basically incomprehensible. I can't say if this map is, because I haven't played it, believe it or not. I didn't attempt the Grand Finals Slow Hidden in my playtesting efforts. But so far this is easy. Like, comparatively speaking.
Without Hidden, this would probably be easy breezy, but this is not what Hidden One is all about. We're obviously slapping Hidden on top of that. Also just notice that this is the Flashbulb, another pretty notorious artist to put in the Hidden One slot. We've had Froms last week, so the only logical conclusion is to just have Flashbulb in here.
Some of these rhythms are already pretty nuts. And something tells me we have not seen any hard parts yet. Like, I feel like this, at least it looks like, it's probably just going to be the baseline difficulty in the map. What snap was that, Quad? Was that like 116? It looked like, the notes practically looked stacked. That must have been like 105, 112 or something. This is 105 BPM. It is 3 minutes long. You need every single mental skill imaginable that can be applied to this game to FC this. And you need them all at the top level. Like, why aren't you ghost tapping or anything, man? Be normal. I guess not.
It's total metronome.
He must have a good one. He's still sitting on 2 100s, by the way, halfway through the map, so... Oh, here we go. Oh my god.
There's the bursts. Love to see those.
You ever get a feeling like you're watching like a car crash and you can't look away? Because like, you've got this like morbid curiosity to see what happens next? This is what I feel looking at this map. Just all of a sudden, as soon as those bursts come in, I just get that feeling.
I have long given up on trying to understand how you even go about pooling Hidden One or mapping Hidden One. I try to see stacks of notes and be like, whoa. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's what most players do at this level. I'm sure we have at least 2 of 3 players that will find a way to be able to play this. Honestly, maybe all 3. I'm not gonna name names, but we have some good solo hidden players remaining in the tournament, you could say. I think that burst was 10 notes long, which is just a bit unusual. Just a little bit of unusualness to go with whatever that was.
A wee bit. And
Okay.
we still have 30 seconds left. We are not done yet.
Yeah, and Saren has about 0.4% of act to lose on this outro, so clearly we are not done. Oh,
There's a burst.
what?
Nails it.
I think
Not
that
a
was
single
like
100 on that.
super unconventional patterning wise as well. Alright, what happens at the end?
There's a couple 100s. There's
Oh
one.
my.
Oh boy. That's the 99 flat.
Yep.
And exactly 1,000 smacks combo. Beautiful.
So it would have been 2100s, right?
I think so, yes.
Ah,
Exactly.
I know how to run the numbers.
Oh,
So
this man maths.
I mean, that's pretty good. Like, that's pretty crazy. The outro is, I think he could probably get higher rack in the outro if he really, really grinded it, but these weren't even super high effort replays from Saren. He's just that good. Anyway, we'll see you in a while. Oh, he didn't.
Alright, there is a lot to unpack in these three picks that we've just seen. I am still on disbelief, but we will get to this. First off, Hidden 2. Absolutely iconic song from the Figros catalog. Thank you very much to Pigeon Games for allowing us to use this one. This was Distorted Fate by Sakuzio. Again, if I mispronounce it, I'm very sorry. It's so hard to keep track of all of these. Jerry, thank you very much for the transition and the background loop for that one, and Rubies and Simply for mapping this one. Yeah, I've seen a lot of reactions to this Hidden 2, and I believe that people were not at all surprised that this was just not going to be a straightforward speedy hidden. This is so much more than that, because there's gotta be something to trip up these players. We got fast hidden and also SV on top of that, and the overlaps in the final drop. I've seen so many people on the chat flipping out over this, and I believe this will be a true challenge worthy of the grand final pool for EGTS, truly.
Yeah. Speaking of maps that maybe aren't, so much on the mechanic side, but are, still find a way to be ridiculously hard, we've got HR1, Madness Menace. Thank you so very much to Ice for, I believe, your second GTS custom song, the first, of course, being Conclusio Catastrophe. Thank you to Zeth for the art, Eileen for the reveal video, and Vulcan for the beat map. It's hard. I can, I can kind of pass it, but then the ending burst completely kills me. Yeah, it's really hard. There's lots of 1-hit, lots of SV that you pretty much have to learn unless you're the best sight reader in the world. Yeah, it's a toughie, even though it's only 8.0 stars even after the Hard Rock SR buff that's happened these days. Yeah, might be the hardest 8.0 star you can imagine.
And then finally, of course, there have been so many people trying to guess what the final collaboration will be between GTS and all of the Rhythm Game Studios that we have already featured here. And every single one was wrong, because it was rigged right from the start. I just want to say, when the announcement was out there, I messaged Kasumi, and after some digging, I said, is it a custom song? And I would say at least that I was half right about this. This is a collaboration between GTS, 7-Beat Games, Pigeon Games, and Orsmic for a custom song like no other. This, is absolutely ridiculous. This is Absolute Disorder by Acute Disarray, which is a collaboration between 4 secret composers. If they choose to step forward to name themselves, they are free to do that, but that's all the information that I've been getting, so that's fun. Thank you so very much for Kiara for the character illustration. This is so incredibly sick. I had goosebumps all over my skin when I saw that. That was so cool. WSX for the design, Transcendium for the PV and the audio edit on the intro, and Jerry for the glitched intro that caught so many people off guard. I had the biggest grin on my face right at the start. Yeah.
Yeah.
God. It's out. It's finally out. And this is still not the peak, by the way. Yeah. Right. Okay. So we've just been fed intel. Very sorry about the break right there, but we've just been told that this is not just, GTS official, but also this is going to be released in all the other written games that we already featured in Figros, in Orsmic and A Dance of Fire and Ice, and that the artists will be revealed once Orsmic will do the reveal on their part, which will be in a couple of months. I already forgot the dates. I'm so sorry about that, but there's just so much big.
I did. So, Orsmic is going to be releasing this track in May. Figros, all we have is very soon. We don't have a date, but very soon. And Adofy is going to have the song in the next month, is what we have right now. The next few months, actually. Whoops. I didn't remember the dates. Okay. So, yeah, all we have is Orsmic in May, Figros very soon, and Adify a little bit longer term than the other two, but you'll still have it soon enough. So that's HR 2. God, I mean that's more to unpack than your average Grand Finals tiebreaker, to be quite frank, isn't it?
but
It was pretty
but
insane.
but EGTS is not average. Like
That's true. It might be a wee bit higher effort than your average tournament. Anyway, we've got Tenkyu as our DT1. Yeah, Gohigi missed on a DT1. You don't get that very often. He tends to FC them. That's how you know it's hard. 8.62 stars, OD 6.2 before DT, but I think the OD might be the least of your worries here, and it's probably more to do with the map. It's only 237 BPM. Why is the SR so high? So far it's pretty easy, right?
pretty simple. Yeah,
Right?
I could be playing a good day. Like,
I could be FCing to this point.
ooh,
I
almost.
could FC that about 1 in 10 tries, and something tells me that's still easy part.
Blitz and
Whoa,
burst
these-
and all.
5.16. Note in between, quad 1/6 is just really weird, really tricky, and it's only gonna get trickier. You're gonna see a lot more of that come from these crazy doublets coming in too. And yeah, this is hard.
Please,
We have to make
please
something
pick
harder
me
to
up,
find
Tycho
escapers.
Mom. I'm scared.
I ain't scared of nothing. I'll get 90, okay, 88% on this happily. This is, no bro, this is just Gohigi being good. He can't play 9 stars on KDDK, so he can't quite do Dokius replays for EGTS Grand Finals. He's not that good yet, probably will be in a year. Why did he hit that? EDKK? Yeah, I mean, you just mash, right? You just mash, except it's DT and you still don't really draw back on it anyway. Okay.
You slam your keys and pray for a miracle.
Yeah. My hero Gohigi, man, came in well before, back when it was going to be EGTS 2023 as a playtester after helping carry COE GTS testing with me, and was so good and so comprehensive in his testing and his advice that he ended up being promoted to head puller by the time the tournament actually started. And pretty helpful, you could say. Like him, we'd probably have had 15 maps in this tournament with wrong offset. You would get it on like every other map. It's crazy.
Oh, there's a mist. Well, okay. Sufficiently hard.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the map is hard on it.
If it wasn't hard then, it is hard now.
Oh, you got the 1-8 coming in. You got your 474 BPM bursts. Multiple of them in one pattern. Oh, this is reasonable as hell, man. For sure, humans should play this. Yeah, this is nuts. The crazy part is that he's not even dropping much act on the mono sections. I know they're short and they're like not super burst heavy, but it's like, I don't know, I don't get it. Maybe the crazy part is just the bursts, but I'm a fool.
I just picked up on the fact that this is also 3 minutes and 22 seconds long.
Oh yeah, you need stamina.
You need some serious stamina. We're not even on DT2 yet.
Which will require even more stamina. Maybe. We'll have to
Possibly.
see.
There's only like a couple of seconds separating us from DT2. It's
How did
97.97,
players
beautiful.
hit spinners so fast? Interesting work. Anyway, so yeah, getting that guy to get 97 on a DT1 is a genuinely rare achievement. That's how you know it's hard as balls. Anyway, we've got DT2 coming up.
And what will the final BPM be for DT2? It's gonna be 336.
504.
What?
The overlay might be lying. It's 336. It's 336. Don't get your pants in a twist. It's 336 BPM. Chill. Anyway, that doesn't mean it's easy. This is Filia no Russian Band by Risa Yuzuki featuring Cosmo Aboso P. That by Zebi. 8.3 stars. OD 6.5 before DT, so like 9.3. It's really tense.
Okay, I see what happened. You 1.5 times the already 1.5 times BPM. I see.
Yes.
So, okay, that makes a little more sense. But still, 336
Like quadra
is
time,
just...
right? You play quadruple time. Like
Yeah.
you, in particular, you personally.
What?
Yeah, can you not play 504 BPM? Have I been misled? Jeez.
Oh,
Have you got bad
yeah,
news?
his girlfriend must be really happy. That joke has not been made ever in
Yeah, you're the
rhythm
first
games.
one.
God, okay, I didn't really expect that, 336 is scarily close to the 350 that we have to offer from a normal 2. And this is just where we're at. We played the Actumer. Who could be Actumer?
That would be Laura S. Bet 1. He got this and was like, man, I'm so bad. I don't get why people just lie so much. You know? I don't know how people play this, but...
No, it's okay to be like, yes, maybe I'm him, maybe I am the GOAT, maybe I am just that good. Be proud of your accomplishments.
The way I put it, it's like, this is like Quasar Pulse from Finals, but a little bit easier, but also OD 9.5 or something. Just DT OD. Oh, goodness. That build-up was mad. Underweighted map, perhaps. Maybe it should be a bit more than 8.3 stars. Oh, guys, Otona mode no mod is harder than this. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it's really funny that most of these maps are still in, like, the territory that farm maps can reach, that, like, people like me can play, where I wouldn't make it to quarters in this tournament. Or maybe barely make it to quarters. But this is 4 stages later. It's a bit wild.
Star rating is just like a scheme.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. It's like, yeah, it's a myth, an urban legend. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of EGTS customs.
Well, look at that. There is another collab. Thank you once again, Orsmake, for lending us this song. This is Citrus Gravity Zone. Again, we have a couple more people to thank for this. Thank you very much for Jerry for the transition there, and Hero K and Ruiz for mapping this one. And Hero K, love to see that name on the Force Mod one. I'm seeing beginner-friendly map. Yes, this is about as easy as it's going to get for the Force Mod. 7.84 stars, which also makes it, I believe, one of the lowest star ratings in the pool. Actually, I'm looking at the pool. I am wrong. But this is definitely on the lower end when it comes to SR. Skill set, there is none. It just says type is Orsnick collab. So yeah, go figure it out what it's going to be. But we have a couple more maps to go, and we're going to be continuing on with Force Mod 2, which is going to be drumroll. Ooh. 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 There it is.
There it is.
It is a song by Lamagna, and I will let you guys guess how it is pronounced.
You will guess wrong.
You will definitely guess wrong, and if I see anyone here in chat, then I will reveal it. So, this is a song by Lamagna, mapped by Ekumia. And this is tagged low SV and tech.
Yeah.
I'm already seeing a couple of guesses. These are all wrong, by the way.
Well, low SV is a little bit misleading. There's some high SV at the end, but... Alright. I think they're going nowhere fast with this one. What's the name of the song? How's it pronounced?
Who has had deep on their bingo card for this one?
Nope.
No one. Absolutely no one. It's not K-Soul. It's definitely not K-Soul. Alright, there you go. Wow, another map where the mapper actually does the replay. That's sick.
Hello.
All
Yeah,
right.
so this one's hard, but it's HDHRable, at least if you're Saren, who I'm pretty sure has HDHR FCs on the entire FM pool of this round.
Ridiculous. You know, I sit here thinking that no one will just put plain hidden on this. This is arguably probably a lot easier with hidden hard rock just to read. Just looking at the density and length of these patterns, you have bursts within them. And oh god, never mind. I take everything absolutely back, and somehow Grape Tea will still manage to pull through this with a 4100 FC with hidden on top. And just hidden.
Big notes. If it happens next week, this guy honestly should just get like a month of supporter or something. If that exact score happens, just give him.
Calling it right now, 4100 hidden FC.
Give him the script writer salary.
But still, you know, good job Ekumia is also making short work of this map. It is definitely really technically challenging. And to be on like, what, is that like 3 or 4 100s at this stage? Picking up the BPM as well, the SV a little bit.
So here's the anti-HR section. Well, I guess we're not really in the anti-HR section fully yet, but we're getting there.
And again, I cannot stress this enough, but we play by Force Mod rules, so you will have to put at least one mod on this. Good
no mod is not
luck.
Anyway, if you have hard rock, here is where you die. So I remember being in VC when Saren first played this with the HR, and after the map, he said one word. Hi. He just said, wow, that was fast. So, that's FM2. Now, before we go on to the next map, I have a couple things to say. I think most of you can guess what's about to happen. It's happened every round. This is us done until the tiebreaker. But first, I just want to thank everyone here on behalf of the entire EGTS staff team. We have had great fun putting this tournament together for all of you to play in and watch and everything in between. Even if it's been very stressful at times, obviously this much effort comes with a lot of stress. Hopefully it's been as enjoyable for everyone else here, and we hope you enjoy the last 2 maps we have for you this year.
EGTS presents EGTS presents.
You idiots! Do you think this means anything? That your little teamwork will get you anywhere? That you're getting through to her, huh? I have waited too long for this moment, and I am not going to let two children and a wimp stand between me and the world. I am done playing.
Concentrate. Concentrate on the synergy between us, on the melody of the world. Become one with it. Focus. Breathe. Yes, I can feel it. Our final stand. The greatest harmony. A symphony of the whole world. Do you think it worked?
Tsubaki, are you there?
Girls? Chaos?
Tsubaki!
Oh, I'm so happy to see you guys again. I thought I'd lost you all forever.
So, did you get your memory back?
I did. I remember everything.
Then I guess we should start calling you commonly now?
No, I don't think that's necessary. I think Miyasotis has moved past the need for Kamali to return. It'd probably do more harm than good. Besides, I like Tsubaki. Feels more like home.
So, what do we do now?
Well, if my memory serves me right, there should be a village nearby where we can rest. And after that, we'll see. I, for one, would really like to travel and see what's changed. I'd be very happy to have you three join me, but please take the time to think about it. I I've put you guys through enough at this point.
No, I'd love to join. I want to see the origin of my ancestor and learn more about this magic.
Traveling sounds really nice. But we first need to get Chaos into a bed. I think he passed out.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
There is a lot to unpack in this one.
And this time we really mean it.
Yeah. This has been in the making for 1.5 years. Just this one song, mind you. The Grand Finals tiebreaker for EGTS. Not counting the absolutely insane effort that is necessary just to make this tournament work. And I am obviously biased, but to say that EGTS has made its mark on as being one of the best tournaments to ever go into this game is not an understatement. It is very well deserving. We have a lot of people to thank for this tiebreaker, and we will get started with that right away. Starting from the top, obviously, thank you so very much for Kasumi, for pulling all of this together, for organizing everything, making all of this work. Without her, we would be truly lost. We would not have a tournament of this scale, of this magnitude available to us, and a project like this. Yeah, nothing else to say, really. Art direction, thank you very much to Poka for coordinating all of this. This is a 10-minute music video that you saw in the background of that map. Someone has had to have the creative oversight for that, and who else other than Poka, who has been with us for a great amount of GTS and has contributed so much work to GTS as a whole. We love you and thank you so very much for your work. Song artists, the GTS sound team consisting of quite a lot of artists, starting from the beginning and ending right where the song ends, obviously. We have Silas, we have Medium, we have Blobdash, we have Moftech, we have How to Play Ellen, we have Vaccine, we have Takehirote, Aran, Sidosis, Sage, BTR124, NMY, CryAC, Foodbot, C-Plug, Wyvern, Ardolf, Normal and Bludison, and SDMany. Thank you all so much. You did such a great work and such a cohesive work from start to finish. So great to listen to, and one of the best tiebreaker songs that I've ever listened to in any tournament, in any game, rather, whatsoever. Character illustration, you saw some character artwork. Thank you very much to the GTS illustration team, consisting of Red CXCA and a Pineapple. Generally, illustration, not just characters from the GTS design team, Neon and WSX. You saw a pre-reveal video that is also part of the GTS design team. Thank you very much to Transcendium and Neon. You guys have delivered so much value to this tournament with all of the visual effects that you've been doing. Absolutely insane to witness. And of course, there's been a music video, which I've already mentioned a couple of times already. This is the work of, again, numerous talented artists, starting with Second Over 3, Jerry, Iuka, Gen 2, The Funk, Polychromatic, KKF, MFD, Transcendium, Eileen, CryEXE, and Poka. Thank you all so much for your creative work, but we are only halfway done.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cover the, the Taiko beat map side of things here. So we have a lot of mappers, and I'm just gonna go through people as their parts come up. So for Silas's part, we have Shinsekai and Eltigan mapping it. Thank you both very much. For Medium's part, it was Unagi Don and Anwolf. For Blob's part, Blobdash, it was Hyvie and Miyagi Shima. For Mothtack's part, it was Cookie Tree, Guillemlan, and Unagi Don. For How to Play LN, it was Phoenix, Alkir, and And what the hell, also known as WTH Pro. For Phexine's part, we've got Alkir, Ideal, Kish, and I9. For Takahiro Tei's part, Arc Potato, Lair 1211, Roxy, and Green Shell. RN's part was BB Snake, Suone, and Elticant again. Cydosis was by ISO C, Solar Eclipse, and Phoenix again. I might miss some of the agains here, bear with me. Siege's part by Vulcan, Taikomom, Cookie Tree, and My Angel Seiya. Pitar's part by Shinsekai again, BB Snakes again, and ISO C again. Numi, NMY? I feel like I should know this. Well, Numi's part was by Nwolf, Hero K, Breezemiss, and Akumiya. Cry.exe's part by What the Hell again, and Hyvee. Foodbot by David Min, Forest Bat, 55, and Vulcan. C-Plugs was by Sola, Eclipse, I9, and David Min. Wyverns, Simply, Kish, and Ideal. Ardolph's, Hero K, and Simply again, 2 in a row. Normal M's by Uone, Akumiya, Miyagi-shima, and 55, or Palomar. Ludicins by My Angel Seiya, Cycloran, Sendal, and Greenshell. I'm almost done. And SDM and E's part finally, the last minute of the map by Sendal, Gimlan, and someone you might know called Kasumi-sama. So that's the full mapper list. Thank you very much to Yasuho and Meigth of the so-called GTS nomination team for nominating the beat map. Already qualified right now. Go play it if you can. And of course, thank you to Saren for fighting through real-world muscle pain and the fact it was 5 AM to give us just the nicest 69-100 or 69 miss replay that you will ever see. And that's it for just the tiebreaker. Goodness gracious. There was another map before that though, and we can't leave it out.
Oh yeah! Oh my god. That... oh my god. Yeah,
it's
you're
easy to
absolutely
forget,
right.
but
Yeah, oh
there,
god.
that's good.
Yeah, that was also... If there was ever a transition into like a grand finals tiebreaker, that was it. I had goosebumps all throughout this one. Thank you so very much for Takahiro Tei for your efforts. For GTS Final Road Mega Mix. This was a trip down memory lane like no other. Thank you so much, and what a brilliant idea to put right before the tiebreaker. So good, in fact, that it flowed so seamlessly, we almost forgot about it. So yeah, take us forgetting about it as a compliment. It was so seamless. Thank you very much to Red6EA for the character illustration, Zeth for the design, Yoka and Everest Tiger for the reveal video, and none other than the GOAT, Yone, for mapping that force mod free. That is everything.
Yeah, goodness me, that was a lot of work, wasn't it? I'm sure just about everyone that's worked on anything to do with this will agree. So that's it. That's the Grand Finals map pool. Now we have 2 more matches for you. Shoutouts to our 3 remaining players. And those would be Kantan07 and Maimang, who will face each other in the lower bracket Grand Final. And then the winner of that will move on to face the one and only Grape Tea in the Grand Finals of the final EGTS. It's going to be a good weekend next weekend, methinks. Should be pretty interesting. Of course, these 3 players have been destroying the pools all the way through the tournament, but this one's a bit different in that it is, well, it's as hard as it is, right? I'm sure we'll see some, you know, some scores that make them look at least a little mortal. Maybe we won't, maybe they're just that good. We'll have to see next weekend.
There's really no guessing other than seeing for ourselves. There's one more week of EGTS. That is so hard to say for me. It's been an absolute pleasure being here in the casting booth with absolutely everyone so far, and of course with you, Bot, for this Grand Finals Mappool showcase. I like to say also thank you so much for everyone who has participated, who has helped make this tournament as great as it is. And yeah, if there is a proper send-off for this one, then this Mappool is certainly it. So yeah, stay put, go practice, have fun, even if you're just here for the songs, which
Go practice? Do you want these people dead?
Look, you're not gonna be able to play these maps blind.
You're right, I'm not. Personally, no, not really. But yeah, good luck to the 3 players remaining.
Absolutely.
May the best player win.
And we will
Everyone
see you
else tune
all
in.
next week in the EGTS 2025 Grand Finals.
Yeah, tune in for some fireworks. We'll see you then. For now, Thank you for watching.